What's going on, everybody? Hello, I'm wearing my lucky shirt today. I don't really bust this one out too often. It's kind of old. I've had this shirt for like 20 years. It's got some holes in it, all right? But look, I love this shirt, okay? Oh, you like my shirt, Diana? How you doing? Good to see you. Jason! What's up, everybody? Akeem, hello. Believe in yourself. Love it. Oh, hey, Rakin. Hey, man, I'm glad your surgery went good, man. It's good to see. How's your leg feeling? V6 Neon, how you doing? Ree, where were you Saturday or Friday, man? Black Blade, how the rollerblades doing? Are these rollerblades a serious view into how out of shape I am? Yes. You're just tired. How was the wedding, Diana? Was it good? When did you drive? Are you back home, or are you still down there? Hey, what's up, Meta? Good shirt? Yeah, I'm sure you like this shirt. You want it? Dude, this thing is old. It's super thin too. Like, can you tell how thin it is? It is like look, you can kind of see through. Like, look how thin this shirt is. Very thin. Derek Smith, happy Monday to you. I forgot how rough asphalt is. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Leg is doing better than I thought it would. Nice. That's awesome news, Rakin. Hell yeah. I'm home. It was beautiful. It was my granddaughter, Raya. Wonderful. That's great. You may notice it's not a base staff Monday. Look, all my homies, they're all success. They're just so successful in their lives. You know, they're doing things. I can't be upset about it, you know? So we're just gonna, chill out and talk about no kings. How ignorant a lot of the youth is in America and the UK and Canada and Sweden. Europe in general. And let's be real. There's so many ignorant youth. But holy shit. The no king protests are just so... It's embarrassing, you know? You know, Andreas is sitting somewhere picking his nose. No, he actually has a bunch of friends over right now, I guess. He's hosting a bunch of people. We already have a No King's Day. It's July 4th. Crazed Corgi with a bass take. So many car videos. Did you see that video of that girl getting run over? Look, if you get in front of a car and you're trying to stop the car from going because you just want to stand in the street, you're obstructing vehicular traffic. That is a ticket, actually. I know because I actually got one. Because I fell off my skateboard one time right in front of my house, and a cop ran up to me and gave me a ticket for obstructing vehicular traffic. Stupid. Yeah, but it's a thing. I know it because I got a ticket for it. Ooh, I went to D there. I didn't mean to. That was different. I've got this cord stuck in my head. Pretty chord. Lord of the Ree for 2. Just finished cutting the grass, and as Akira's song says, why would anyone do drugs when they can just mow a lawn? Worked late Friday, had to handle IRL stuff. Sadly missed the jams. Yeah, I noticed you weren't in chat. I was like, oh man, Lord of the Ree isn't here. It's weird. Real talk with Joe. How you doing? I always like how people stand in front of a car on the road and act all outraged when people drive. Yeah, it's absolutely insane. I'll tell you, if it was an emergency and my wife or son needed to get to the hospital, you're getting your ass run over. I am literally running you over. I do not care. I will run your ass over. Go to the hospital, get them to safety, and face whatever happens. Oh, Friday. Hey, serious man. No, I'm just, I'm realizing one of my strengths, perceived strengths of my own, I think, is music. I love playing music, and I don't want to dilute Friday night jams. But if I'm just chilling with you guys and I just have I'm just relaxing. Whoa, Adam, did you start lifting? Yes, I did start lifting. Thank you. Do you notice? Can you tell? I have started lifting. All right. My truck has low gear 4x4. Nice. Death Race 2000. You can see it? Hell yeah. All right. Hell yeah. That's cool. Legitimately maybe 2 weeks. Arms, shoulders, and traps are getting a pretty good shape going. I'm starting easy. Just doing push-ups and curls with a 20-pound barbell or whatever. I don't know, what is this thing called? 20, just 20 pounds. My son gets a kick out of it. He loves it, and then he'll run and roll that thing back and forth. It's only a matter of time before he starts lifting with me. It's definitely not a smaller shirt. Well, I mean, it is a little smaller, actually. Maybe I just wanted to show off my progress. You know what I mean? I've suddenly been getting a lot of ads. How many ads are you getting? What do you mean? The YouTube does add them itself, but it shouldn't be too much. That's really ridiculous. All right, let's talk about some cool stuff. It's time for the daily debrief. I don't have a stinger yet, but I want one. I want to get a stinger, the daily debrief. Let's peruse the debrief. This is my favorite website currently with lots of awesome stuff. Psilocybin therapy offers paradigm-changing alternative to conventional treatment for depression. Clinical trials show. Hell yeah. Good. I think this is a fantastic start. I really do think I've done shrooms myself. Not that many times, probably around 10 times. Read my super first. Wait, did you super chat? Oh, Metastep for 2. I put the final 2 coats on tub today. I'm also high. 2 coats on tub. What do you mean? Well, that's cool though. I think this is great though. I think psilocybin is, when taken controlled, right? Because I don't think getting blitzed is the point. I'm not talking about getting so head over your, folding over your ass high on shrooms, tripping out. That's not the point. I think the therapy is good. I think there's a point of self-reflection that happens, that you're able to objectively look at things and have a different perspective. And I think that a lot of people are incapable of doing that because they get so set in their ways. And I was talking to Akira the Don last week, and he told me a story about how crows will throw themselves down a roof to just break their habits, just to throw a wrench in life, just to change it up a little bit. And I think that's really fascinating. And I think a lot of humans need to do that. And I see something like, I haven't read this yet, so I see something like this, like psilocybin therapy offers paradigm changing alternative. I think what it's doing is essentially throwing a crow down the roof. It's throwing a monkey wrench into your brain and forcing you to have a different perspective. You're still you. I've done shrooms enough times that I remember them. It was in my 20s. It's been at least 10 years since I've done it. Um, but it's very vivid though. I remember doing the shrooms and the feelings that I had. Now I wasn't doing it for self-reflection. A pattern interrupt. Yes, exactly. Or Akira said a habit audit. And I like that. It's essentially the same thing. All right, let's read about this. In a discovery that could revolutionize the treatment of depression in cancer patients, a study published in the Journal of Cancer reveals that a single 25 milligram dose of psilocybin, the active ingredient in magic mushrooms, when combined with psychotherapy, can provide rapid and long lasting relief from major depressive disorder and anxiety in cancer patients. 100% I believe this. That is not even a surprise at all. Like, it feels silly that it took a scientific study to come to that conclusion, you know? Like, obviously, you take a little bit of psilocybin and have psychotherapy where someone's like calmly addressing like your woes and your because there's like a disassociation that happens from your regular self because you aren't yourself when you are on shrooms, right? Hmm. The results, part of a 2-year follow-up to a phase 2 clinical trial, suggest that psilocybin-assisted therapy may offer a potent, durable, and safe alternative to conventional antidepressants, particularly for patients grappling with the emotional toll of cancer. And you know what I think? I think antidepressants are a band-aid. They are they are not designed to fix the issue. And I think with psilocybin changing your perspective and allowing you to look at what's going on in your life and maybe coming to peace with certain things, you don't need to keep taking the psilocybin, right? It's you are being altered by that, and it's actually more fixing the issue. And I think that's the biggest difference. One dose of psilocybin with psychological support to treat depression has a long term positive impact on relieving depression for as much as 2 years for a substantial portion of patients with cancer. We're exploring whether repeating the treatment resolves depression for more than half of the patients. Lead author Dr. Manish Agrawal, a medicinal oncologist and co founder of Sunstone Therapies, said in a statement. Quote, if randomized testing shows similar results, this could lead to greater use of psilocybin to treat depression in patients with cancer. I love that. I hope this moves forward. Paul Stamets is, I would consider him the godfather of mushrooms. If you are anywhere in the mushroom world, you know who Paul Stamets is. And if you've been following me for a while, you know that I've delved into mushrooms last year. Crazy. I mean, I've got a couple different mushroom books here. This is actually all in Swedish, but this is like um just like this is such a cool book. I mean, it's all in Swedish, but it's all about Swedish mushrooms. And I can tell you I've picked and eaten this. This is a cauliflower mushroom. Here's my favorite, the chanterelles. I get these every August or so. They don't have the shingled hedgehog on the cover. Um, there's turkey tail. I recognize these now, and I'm finding them in the forest. And I love mushrooms, and I'm fascinated by mushrooms. And I think that the psychological effects of mushrooms. I mean, I think I'm not saying that the stoned ape theory is correct, where some monkeys ate some mushrooms and it like opened their brain and it led to the eventual humanity that we exist as today. Like, who knows? I mean, there are some that shun that because they just believe of creation, obviously. So, and I'm not here to say whatever is whatever, but I love mushrooms and I think they still play a part in humanity. Plus, they're healing. Case in point, right here. Let's see. The study followed 30 cancer patients diagnosed with MDD who received a single 25 milligram dose of psilocybin alongside structured psychological support in a community-based cancer center. At the 2-year mark, 28 participants were evaluated, and the outcomes were striking. More than half of the patients, 53.6%, showed a significant reduction in depression symptoms, as measured by the Montgomery Asberg Depression Rating Scale. Never heard of that before, with an average drop of 15 points. Well, I've never heard of this scale, so I don't know how big 15 points is as a drop. But I'm assuming it's significant because that's what they said. This unique approach of the study, tracking patients for 2 years, confirms the durability of results in a real world outpatient setting. Notably, 50% of patients maintained those improvements over the whole 2-year period. See, that's amazing. No antidepressants. They took 25 milligrams and a session of healing, and it lasted 2 years. Incredible. Anxiety symptoms also improved dramatically, with 46.4% of participants experiencing significant reductions and nearly 43% sustaining those effects. See, I see this, and they're obviously focused on cancer patients, probably because the legalities of testing this stuff with cancer patients it's way easier. When I think about this application, and it makes me think of Tom Cruise back in the aughts. It was like 2004 or something. You remember this video where he goes on, he's talking about antidepressants and that they're a band-aid, that they're not fixing anything. And we need to fix the core issue, which is people's anxiety and why they have anxiety and where are these issues coming from. And I know he's Scientologist, and from what I know about Scientology, I actually like some of their like techniques, and that is confronting what your issues are. It's just self-reflection, but they go above and beyond and then hold things over your head. And that's cult like. Let's be real, it really does feel that way. But anyway, self-reflection is something that I feel everybody needs. So, like, sure, it helps cancer patients, but I think, man, PTSD for veterans, huge. I mean, we need to kick up the support for veterans like ASAP. And I think this is one of those things that can help them immensely. And youth that are dealing with the the internet and fatherlessness, and I mean, insert countless problems that people have to deal with nowadays, where if you can take a step back and have something that actually helps you get out of your head for a second and reevaluate your life and be able to see it from a different perspective, I think that is so valuable. I think that's what we need. We need more of this kind of energy. So I love that this has happened. I know it's for cancer, but I mean, which is great, because if you are dealing with cancer, then that fucking sucks. I can only imagine. Let's see. Cancer patients frequently face psychological distress, with rates of clinical depression substantially higher than that in the general population. Well, that makes sense. The experience of living with a life threatening illness, compounded with aggressive treatments and physical side effects, can profoundly affect mental health. Traditional antidepressants often take weeks to become effective, requiring daily dosing and carry undesirable side effects. Yeah, they make you crazy. Moreover, they are not always effective for people with comorbid physical illnesses like cancer. Okay. However, psilocybin continues to show promise in ongoing clinical trials. Fast acting compound that affects serotonin receptors in the brain, psilocybin has been investigated for its potential to reset neural circuits involved in depression and anxiety. See, right there, the way that they worded that, resetting your brain. I mean, a lot of people, that's what they want to go do ayahuasca for, right? They go down and they're like, well, they're going and thinking that that's really going to solve everything. They're going to take that and it's not going to work unless you are ready to do the work and actually understand that certain habits that you have may be detrimental for your life, right? And that's what you need, someone else that is able to analyze that and understand that you need to break some habits. My conversation with Akira the Don rang so strongly with me because I really like his style, and I highly suggest it. Go watch that if you weren't able to watch it live, because he is fantastic. But the habit audit is so key. And I think that's the problem. So many people aren't able to do that. They don't understand that there are habits that they've picked up throughout the years that's actually holding them back. That's actually making them unhealthy, or, ruining their relationships with others, or all of these things. So I'm just really happy that there's this push to use natural ingredients that come from the earth. I truly feel like it's a gift. When combined with guided psychological support, patients often describe having a deeply meaningful experience that reshapes how they relate to themselves, their illness, and their mortality, and probably to others. This is wonderful. I love this. This is fantastic. These new findings add a growing body of clinical research suggesting that psychedelics have a powerful therapeutic value. As previously reported by the debrief, research at institutes like Johns Hopkins University and Emory have found that psilocybin can provide rapid relief from end of life anxiety and depression in terminally ill patients, with benefits sometimes lasting months or even years. In 2022, the debrief covered a study demonstrating how psilocybin can help patients with treatment resistant depression when administered in a controlled setting with therapeutic support. That trial, conducted by Compass Pathways, showed significant short term improvements. However, it raised questions about the durability of its effects. What sets the current study apart is its long term perspective. Unlike many previous trials, which assessed outcomes over weeks or months, the cancer study tracked patients for 2 years, confirming the durability of results in a real world outpatient setting. Despite promising results, more studies are needed to fully assess the therapeutic potential of psilocybin. While the while the trial was designed for safety and feasibility, the sample size was small, and the treatment occurred under tightly controlled conditions. I mean, of course, it's an illegal substance as of today, pretty much everywhere, right? This on Wait, is it? It was legal in Amsterdam for a while, wasn't it? I know that they made it illegal for tourists. You had to live there to get it, and now I think that that's the same rule with weed, which is actually ridiculous. The unique ability of psychedelic therapy to enhance quality of life and emotional well being, and even alleviate physical symptoms like pain, makes it a uniquely compelling treatment option, sparking intrigue and interest in the potential of this research. Okay. Oh, nice. Larger multi site trials are now underway, including studies targeting other populations affected by major depressive disorder. Yes, this is what I'm talking about: PTSD and chronic pain. Yes. Researchers also aim to build on the promising results of the recent single dose study. A randomized double blind trial is currently evaluating the effects of up to two 25 milligram doses of psilocybin versus placebo in treating depression and anxiety in cancer patients. I'm pretty sure you're gonna tell if it's real or not. But okay. In 2023, Oregon became the first U.S. state to legalize the supervised use of psilocybin for mental health. Interesting. Okay. Like I got to give it up to Oregon, I guess. Diana lives there. Obviously, there's awesome people there. So, right, Diana, you're in Oregon. I think she is. Became the first U.S. state to legalize it, followed by Colorado. Similar programs are under development in California. However, the compound remains a Schedule One controlled substance at the federal level. Complicated access and research. That's the issue right there. Yeah. Advocates of psychedelic assisted therapy are hopeful that high quality clinical evidence like this will drive regulatory reform and foster greater public and professional acceptance in psychedelics as legitimate medical treatments, bringing a new era of hope for mental health treatment. As mental health challenges continue to mount across the population, the ability to provide safe, effective, and enduring treatments may be one of the most critical frontiers in the medical medicine today, especially men. especially veterans, especially male veterans, 22 until none. Look it up if you don't know what it is. For the cancer patients burdened with both physical and emotional suffering, a single guided journey with psilocybin might offer a rare and much needed light in the dark. Researchers describe these recent findings showing lasting improvement from a single 25 milligram dose of psilocybin as a potentially paradigm changing alternative to traditional antidepressants. Well, I love it. I love this very much. And I don't smoke anymore. I used to smoke. I don't. My drugs are coffee. I drink coffee every day. I'm a sucker for coffee. I love my coffee. I have 2 cups of coffee a day, and that's where I limit myself at 2 cups. But they're tall mugs. You guys have seen my mug before, I believe. But I think I don't have PTSD, and I don't have depression, and I feel like this is a much needed light in a dark world because life sucks sometimes. It really does. I'm not quoting my song freely, but um, it does. It can suck, and sometimes there's nothing you can do about it. Being a victim happens, and you can choose to remain a victim if you want, and that's a choice. But man, sometimes the weight of whatever happens is heavy. So um, fascinating. Oh, let me. I saw some chats come in. Metastep for 5. People have a predisposition to schizophrenia, psychosis, or mania should stay away from psilocybin, in my opinion, speaking from experience. Well, I mean, did you take a small 25 milligram dose? I'm pretty sure that's like a microdose. That's not a lot. Are you talking about like taking an eighth and freaking out about it? Or are you talking about you say speaking from experience, but I'm curious, did you take a small amount and have like a planned session with a therapist that knew you were going to be in that induced state and really treat it as a therapy session to really try to understand your underlying issues? Or did you just do them and go, "Oh my god, I can't stand this. I'm freaking out. You know what I mean? Like which is it? Which is it? I'm curious. Let's see here. Ryan Hindard says Oliver Anthony said he would whitelist reactors for a month or two for his new song. Also, Will Smith put out a song to try to look straight. Now I believe the rumors about him being undercover. Yeah. Metastep said no, he didn't. Right. Exactly. That's you. If you, I think that what they're doing is not the same as just like going and getting some on the street and like trying it, completely different. Not everyone can handle perception changes like maybe you can. People really do panic. You have to understand a little bit. Like I've done a little bit of shrooms and been disappointed because I didn't like take enough to actually trip out because I was wanting to trip out. I, it's how do I describe it? I mean, it's not like you're tripping your ass off. It's like when you can drink, okay? Let's just try to compare it with alcohol. I feel like most people have gotten drunk at least once in their life. So there's a difference between having a few beers or one beer or like one strong drink and just feeling it. You know? Just like, "Oh, I've had alcohol." Like, you could feel it. You could probably still drive. I'm not saying that it's legal or whatever, it's just you might be just under the limit, whatever. You just start feeling it. You're completely in control of yourself still. You're maybe just a little loose, right? That's the point. Whereas, like, if you're smashed drunk, that's what most people think shrooms you do. You take enough to get to like that level and then like trip balls and whatnot. And like that's not what they're talking. This whole article was talking about taking a small dose, 25 milligrams, just to be able to I don't know, like not dislodge, but like it's like you're sitting on a boat on the ocean and like you're anchored and it's just to like pick up the anchor a little bit and maybe like so the boat is free. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with an analogy. Yes, microdosing. Exactly. So I think in a controlled environment, most people would be able to handle it. They weren't high doses, Criggs. What, yours, you mean? What were you taking them for? What were you what were you trying what did you take shrooms for? Like what was your goal, you know? And like what in kind of an environment were you in? Were you only taking shrooms? It's just like there's too many factors for me to just, you know, I give you an opinion on your perspective there. But I don't think people with a predisposition for schizophrenia, psychosis, or mania should stay away from them. I think that I think there really needs to be, if you are um, close to having one of those, you should 100% be way more um, careful if you are going to attempt doing that. Um, but I think start very small and work your way. And obviously, not everything is good for everyone. Everyone is so drastically different, you know? V6 Neon for one says Trump announced US troops ready to go into Iran. Did he really? Are you serious? To help restore democracy and the royal family. Did he really send American troops into Iran? Is that real? Oh my god. I know so many people are going to be fucking pissed, dude. White House X account. All right, let me check this out. No, no way, dude. I mean, there's no proof that Iran has nuclear weapons, right? Is there still? I haven't seen any trade agreement. Fuck Keir Starmer. Can't stand that jackass. Hmm. Okay. Can I get something from him? 250th birthday. You know who's? You know if this is true, Cass is gonna freaking post about it, and she's gonna hate it. Guarantee she's gonna start bitching about it. Fake news, verify before posting. Is Israel about to nuke them? Wait, hold on. Immediately evacuate Tehran. Wow, wait, what does that mean? Yeah, wait, what does that mean? Is Tehran about to get nuked? Hmm. What? I think that's a horrible idea. I mean, I just read that tweet on the White House, right? It was right in the beginning. The White House posted this. Someone was calling her out for fake news. Hmm. Oh, Nacho posted. What did he write? According to Israel, that happened a long time ago. Iran is in the final stages of making a nuclear bomb in 1984. Well, that was 40 years ago. Okay. I can't believe this. Oh, let me finish V6 Neon's comment. He said Islamic nutters who overthrew the royals and elected with help from CIA back in 79. Oh my gosh, of course the CIA was involved. The Iranian civilians are backing Israel and US over their Islamic overlords. Only 20% of the population Islamic in Iran. Live info on Tausi TV live now. It's going to be finished in a week. Okay, so So there's no way that they're gonna nuke if the citizens are with the U.S. and Israel. Then this doesn't like everyone should immediately evacuate Tehran. That like what are they gonna just? I was gonna say nuke it, but like not literally nuke it, but drop a bunch of bombs in Tehran. If 80% of the civilians like are are on Trump's side. I don't know. B6 Neon for one says Donald Trump's post on True Social. Iran should have signed the deal. I told him to sign. What a shame. A waste of human life. I am terrible at Trump. Simply stated, Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. I just haven't seen any proof. That's 100% fake. Then why is it posted on the White House account? The White House posted it. What do you mean? This is the White House. It's like the government. It's the verified. Are you talking about like them having a nuclear weapon? Weapon is fake news. B6 says, I said it over and over again. Everyone should evacuate Tehran. Oh, yeah, he's just finishing what it said here. B6 Neon again, for one, says B2's going in hot now to hit nuclear sites in Iran. Wow. I'm going to make some pizza rolls. Dude, pizza rolls are freaking good. I think he means support of Israel by Iran. Oh, okay. So the fake news is that 80% of Iranians are supporting the US. Is that what you're talking about? I don't know. You know what? Look, I just want to say, I don't fucking know. Okay? I don't know. I don't know what's going on in Iran. I don't know what's going on in Israel. I don't know Gaza, Palestine. I'm focusing on my son and hanging out with my son, teaching him music, watching him dance, trying to keep my sanity. All right. It's beautiful outside. I was outside for freaking hours today. It was wonderful. Working out. Like I'm not trying to become a Middle East expert. Okay? Yeah. I I I don't like politics. All right? I'll do 2 countries max. All right? And I guess the EU because that affects me also. You know what I mean? So, I'm going to trust V6 Neon to keep me updated. You know, he's pretty good at that. You guys can't blame me, right? You understand. None of us know. Right. I mean, how could you? How could any of us? Man, let me show you guys something new. So, I got some good news and some bad news. All right, good news is I finally got this drone that I've been looking at. It's called the DJI Neo. It is freaking small. All right. Now I got this because I'm going to Egypt in November. And I am so excited. All right. And so this came in the mail today. I got it earlier in the day. And I was super hyped. And I was like, you know what? I should DJI. Yeah, did I say DG? Yeah, DJI, you know. And its name is Neo. Yeah, it's a little Neo. This thing is awesome. You know why it's awesome? Let me show you guys. Let me just show you real quick. Here's me. Here's my forest. This is it's kind of like into my forest a little bit. You'll notice I'm not carrying the drone and it's just floating, right? Yeah, it's following me. Yeah. This drone follows me. Pretty country? Dude, it's beautiful, man. I love this. Pretty small forest. What are you talking about? This forest is massive. Badass. Ah, dude, it's so cool. Look, there's a deer hide right there. I don't know, did you see it on the left? There's actually a river on the left. There's another deer hide. There's a few of them in this little spot. So the river is down to the left here. And my same river. I'm basically like downriver a ways. But look at the way that this drone follows me through this brush. Those pants are fake and gay too. Okay. Look at the way it goes through this brush. It's so freaking cool. I look back. I'm like, did it just make it? I guess it did. Is it set on follow? Yeah, and it's got all these different. So here's to prevent cars from going up through here, but I go through here all the time. And look, it stops, it waits for me and continues. Those pants are Gake and Faye. Okay, so this tree actually. I want to oh yeah, and you turn around and it lands on your hand. It lands on your hand, but this tree, hold on actually. So there's also this setting that just goes straight up in the air and then comes back down. But look at the freaking like there's also this one where it just goes out and comes back. Swapping characters in GTA. Yeah. You summon it back. Yo, dude, it's so freaking cool, man. I'm so hyped about it. You know, because what I can do with this. All right, there's 6 different settings, okay? There is follow mode, there's circle around you mode, there is point and go away from you. And then there's go straight up, which you saw to those two. And then there's point where it stays and follows me. So it'll like I could walk around and it'll just be like recording me as I'm moving around. And that if there's what is the tick problem? There is definitely ticks. 100%. Nisha is clearly flying with a camera behind you. Yeah, true. And then there's one more. Oh, there's one more that stays in front of you. So I could be walking and it's just in front of me going backwards, staying a certain distance from me. This thing, like I all right, so I've been telling you about put a battery powered chainsaw on your throne wish. I already have it, dog. I got the DeWalt chainsaw. Yeah. But shit, they're kind of expensive. Like you're about to drop one of those? Get out of here, Meta. I appreciate you. Buy me some diapers instead. I need diapers. Would it back up into a tree? Probably. But the thing is so light that and it would just go boop, you know, and stop. So I just freaking awesome, you know? But I would see a tree, you know what I mean? I wouldn't walk into a tree, you know? Hell yeah, Metastep. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm hyped about it. You know, I told you about wanting to do my homesteading channel. And I showed Nisha this drone and she was like, oh my gosh. So I could just like let it hover and then like it follows me. And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, that is the coolest thing I've ever seen. And actually here, let me show you another. So there's this. Okay, so I'm not going to show all of this. All right, so there's this spot right here. So I'm coming down, turning this road, right? And it was going so fast. Look, it ran into the house. And I turn back and I'm like, oh shit, it just ran into the house. And it was looking for me. I'm like, oh, is it fine? I'm looking at it and it's following me. And I'm like, okay, all right. Doxed? Nah. Like your own Destiny Ghost? Kinda. How it goes as fast as I've like as fast as I can go. Pretty fast. Do you like your neighbors? Yeah, all my neighbors are freaking awesome. They're so nice. Legitimately awesome. Oh, V6 for one says 80% are not Islamic and support US. Oh, okay, right. There is no Iranian military now, but IRGC were sponsors of terrorism worldwide, Hamas in Venezuela, and terrorist cells in the US. IRGC was supported by CCP in Pakistan. I don't know, man. I don't even know what the IRGC is. You know what I mean? Looks like where I live, honestly. I could see that. You're in like you're like the Northwest, like New Hampshire or somewhere, Vermont. I don't remember exactly. I think New Hampshire, right? New Hampshire. Yeah. Okay. Thought so. How do you know the drone is not controlled by a Fed? Okay. Okay. I mean, I don't actually technically. I'm not actually sure. They're probably tapping into it. I mean, you have a phone, right? I mean, everyone has a phone. I'm sure they've gotten into my phone already. And the only thing I don't like about this, there's no SD card slot. It's got its own little like hard drive, and I hate that. I hate it. I want to be able to put a little stick in there and not have to worry about it, you know? I don't even know what its limits are. Because I thought that it would have an SD card, you know? I'm actually curious. They always have these freaking like stupid. Make sure you are adequately insured. Check for no flies. Okay. This is all drone shit. I actually got a lot of stickers with this thing, which I was really hyped about. Quick start guide. Is this gonna have it? What am I doing? Let's just go to the website. DJI official website. Camera drones. The Neo. Let's see. Learn more. Look at the circle that you could do. All right, I wouldn't have it over water like that. It is the lightest thing you can get. But how much storage does it have? That's basically what I just showed you guys. Look at this. He's got a road bike on a freaking dirt path. Stupid. So that's the droney. And then it does the circle. This is cool. This is way better to show you guys what it's capable. And then we got the rocket. No, I don't want to subscribe. Spotlight. This is cool where it just hovers and you can just walk around. Which is cool because I can get like, I can get follow shots and then I can have it set up and I can cruise past it on my bike. Helix. What is Helix? Oh, it goes up as it circles. Oh, cool. Boomerang. I didn't know it could do this. That's cool. This also looks kind of similar to my spot. Oh, I could get goggles too, which is they're way too expensive and I'll never use them. Wait, I can do voice control? Yeah, I'm never gonna do that. This is how I used it. The mobile app. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Okay, we're almost there. I feel like look at this! Dude, this thing's cruising. Okay, I could do that. Don't really care. Definitely gonna make some skate shit with it, which is dope. 22 gigs. That is nothing. That's so frustrating. 22 gigs. Is it loud? Yeah, kinda. But it doesn't do audio. That's really disappointing. 22 gigs. 40 minutes of 4K, 55 minutes of 1080p. Convenient audio control. Wait, what? The Fly app can automatically eliminate propeller noise to merge your audio track. Oh, that's kind of cool. This high-speed quick transfer is bullshit, dude. Bullshit. But you can directly take the footage off on your phone. I guess that is true. Wait, what? What? There's a freaking glamour effects? Oh, that's so stupid. Oh shit, I can edit in the program? All right, that's pretty cool. Look, all I know is I'm very excited to get out there. She's using her phone as a mic. Yes, no one does that. They all have that little freaking like, that puff. I don't know. This it's that same freaking thing. A Sheen goggles. Wait, is that? Did you spell it right, Mogwai? Do they work with anything? Let's look these up. A Sheen. Oh yeah, that's VR drone goggles. That feels like it's the same. It might be cheaper actually. The one that they had. What are these? Are actual like? Oh man, these are so freaking cool. I've never tried this, but I would 100%. Oh my gosh, look how dope these are. What? My grandfather flew these, but they were actual like gas. Like my grandpa had gas versions of these. Do they not have like regular helicopters? Man, dude, this thing is sick. I want to fly this thing around. That's so cool. Hell yeah. That is freaking sweet. What's a controller look like? Hmm. Oh, there it is. Man, that is so cool. I went with my grandpa like only twice. Like I don't remember. I was maybe 10. And then he got sick and passed away, sadly. Get a boat for run in your river? Dude, Clink. I've got one in my throne list actually. In my wish list. Do I? I don't. I thought I added it. Hold on, let me find it and show you guys what I was looking at. Look at this freaking dope boat. Where are you? Oh, maybe I didn't. No, I didn't. Hmm. Let me look for it. Hold on, let me bring chat back. They have remote sub cameras. I don't think I would want a submarine because that's not really fun for me, you know? Crigler needs to admit he has an addiction to wait, what? To what? Drones? Or flying stuff? Or remote control stuff? RC boat. There's this one that is freaking carbon fiber and sick. Can't find it. Oh, is that it? The Stingray? There it is. Look at that thing. Dude. Hmm? I'm addicted to RC. Dude, I have always wanted like good RC stuff. And Tim started getting them. And I don't know if you saw it was like one of the first Cast Castle videos I was in because they were trying to hit a skate ramp and fly this thing over the garage. And nobody could drive it. And I was like, give me the control. And I freaking nailed it, dude. I was launching these cars up and over and it broke. And it was like a freaking $400. And it like broke my heart. I was like, man, like I want these. Like I don't want to launch it, but they were Tim's, so you know, whatever. He wanted me to do it. Man. Good times. Those are good times. But you know what? I have a son now. I wouldn't be sad if I had a daughter, but I'm very happy to have a son. I hope our next one's a girl. So we have a boy and a girl, at least, you know? At least one of each. A lapel mic? Yeah, exactly, Fox. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Alpha Zero Omega. Hello, sir. Good to see you. Been a while. Kevin Talbot YouTube channel is great for RC cars. Nice. You know what kind of RC car I had as a kid, but it never worked because I found it in my uncle. It was my uncle's maybe. It was one of those like it was like a rally dune buggy that had like the big huge like fins on the top of them. Like rally racing dune buggy. I don't. It's not a dune buggy though. I know that. It wasn't. I don't know how to even what to even like look up. Now dune buggy makes it totally wrong. You guys know what I'm talking about? Like, all right, let me look this up. Believe in yourself. Gave you something to look at. Tamiya RC10. No, no, no. That's more like a dune buggy. You know, it's not a dune buggy. Sounds like a stock car. I mean, it's not like a car that what's his name drives? Cody drives. Traxxas Bandit. Oh, let me see. Traxxas Bandit. Getting closer, but still that's more dune buggy. This is more of like a rally racer that has these like huge, not like a WRC car. No, not like a rally racing car. No. It was they're meant for dirt tracks. And they're actual cars. They're not and they did make RC versions of them, but they're these big huge like dirt buggy rally cars. Yeah, IRL, but they made RC versions of them. Circle track cars? I don't know, let me see. It's for dirt. No, those look like regular cars. These definitely did not look like cars. The most defining feature about it is like this huge freaking wing on the top of the car. It was like a massive flat huge thing on the top of the car. I just It's so defining. No other car I've ever seen have it. Sprint car? Okay, let me see. Yes. This is it. This freaking thing. Look at this freaking wing on the top. What is this? What is these things? So I had one of these. Yeah. Thank you. Salty Bug. Appreciate you, buddy. I had an RC version of this, and it was so cool. And I was like, man, how cool would it be to drive this? Because I found that's a wing sprinter. Yeah. Look at look at these things. They're so wonky looking. What the heck, man? Yeah, you see them and they're way bigger than you think. It's all motor, weighs almost nothing. That's why it needs the spoiler. Ah, that's cool. So this is what I always wanted because I actually had one. Holy shit! I had it with the Napa. Literally, I had this RC car. Oh shit! Wow, nostalgia just like straight into my brain right now. Wow. Hold on, let me see if I can find this. Okay, Napa RC sprint car. I wonder if they have that exact one. That's the one right there. I guess it doesn't see it anywhere. But I remember it being that blue. Here's the stickers. Oh man. Oh, I guess I'm not gonna find it. Yeah, that'd be fun to drive. Jeez, that'd be cool. What's up, Nazred? How's it going? You know some people who drive them, Ryan? Cool. Nice. I have a couple t-shirts like the one you're wearing. Hell yeah, Alpha Zero. Let's go. Nice. Buy one and send it to Tim. I can't afford that. Yeah. He certainly can. Maybe if I never mind. Anyway. I'm really excited to like delve into what I could do with this thing because the footage is beautiful. 4K, smooth as butter, and I can do so much now. My other drone, like I have to control it, so I can go up really high, get really beautiful views of like areas, but like this is the drone that I wanted. I wanted one that could follow me. And I was looking at them and they were kind of expensive, but then this one came out and it was like $200. And I was like, that is really cheap for a freaking follow drone. And I got it on sale. I don't remember what some Amazon deal, you know what I mean? Hey, Juan Castle. Oh, well, you said it would be cool to join, but you're not going to join. Ah, that would be so cool. I would love it if one of you, any of you, came to join us on our Egyptian live stream or our Egyptian trip. Please live stream it. So I won't be able to, and I'll tell you why. And I know because Michael Collins, Wandering Wolf, who we're going with, has been there many times, and he said the internet there sucks and the connection sucks. So there's no live streaming while I'm there, Bring the drone to Egypt. Okay, so Chell, the reason I pulled the trigger on this drone is to bring to Egypt. But drones are not allowed in Egypt at all. Literally 0 drones are allowed. I can't bring either of my drones. That was the bad news. I looked up drone laws in Egypt, and you have to get like the Department of, I don't remember exactly what department in Egypt. You have to like get special requests to like get access or something to like get approved, and it's like a painstaking process to be able to bring one drone. And it's like, man, And I'm thinking, I'm like, what if I just like have this in my pocket, this one, and just like sneak it in my pocket? The Egyptian government is strict. Yeah, I know. Oh, nice, Benjamin. Good for you, man. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Egypt is actually more Christian nation. 50-50. Oh, cool. I didn't know that. Not drone advice, by the way. Well, I mean, it's like $200 for a drone, right? That's not bad. If they take it, I just take the battery off and say, I'm keeping the battery, here, whatever, take the drone. I buy another drone. But if they don't find it, it's small. If they don't find it, I mean, my other drone is a little bit bigger. It's kind of harder to find, whatever. Take it in pieces. It's kind of, I mean, the body is all one piece, you know? There's no disguising that this is a drone, but it is tiny, you know what I mean? What happens when they catch you flying it though? Well, I wouldn't fly it at the main pyramids because that's like downtown Cairo. Don't go to Egyptian prison for the drone. Okay. You know what? Cello the Sea convinced me. She's 100% correct. Not worth it. Have it shipped to your hotel? No way. That's not going to work. Is that a drone, or are you just really happy to be in Egypt? Maybe one out of both. I don't think it'll fit up your my prison wallet. That's funny. Wait, Meta, did you buy me some diapers? No? Aw, all right. Should buy me some diapers, Meta. Yeah, don't end up like Vitali or Johnny Somali. Yo, dude. These guys are dumbasses. Shock jocks. Stupid shock jocks. B6 Neon for one says, did you see what the locals in Egypt are doing to Palestinian supporters, especially if they're not Egyptian? They're attacking them. Egyptians hate Palestinians. Well, they're freaking flying in from like Germany and like these they're a bunch of white liberals going down to like I don't know, protest on the border, but they're using tourist visas to do it, and it's like that's not being a tourist, that's going to protest, and that's like I don't I don't think that it's covered in when you because you have to get a visa. Like I have to get a visa, but they only last 3 months, so I have to wait until at least 3 months from the trip to then get the visa. And I'm sure a tourist visa, if you say I'm going to check out the pyramids, or if I say I'm gonna go protest on the border of Gaza, you know what I mean? They're going to be like, "Why you're getting a tourist visa?" And a lot of them, I've seen conversations from these people. They're saying that they're um, should only be able to protest in a country if you're a citizen of that country. Yeah, I agree. So that brings us to the name of the episode: No More Kings. No more kings. I have. I was gonna say I've never seen such ignorance, but I was doing this in 2020, and I saw a lot of ignorant people then too. I mean, that's part of the reason why I started liking Trump is because I saw through the veil. I saw the lies, and then I saw how many people believe the lies. And it is so many people. It's ridiculous. It's just obnoxious how many people, you know. Doesn't stop protests in London by non-UK people. Yeah, I mean, people in Canada, people in Britain are do, Canada, Britain has a king, and they're out saying no more kings. Like, what? Why weren't you? Where have you been? What? Because of Trump, the guy who has federal judges denying him from doing whatever? Like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? They're so stupid. Gosh. And then like Canada, it's like I I can't bring myself to care. I care about my homies in Canada. There's some cool Canadians. I've known there's cool Canadians for decades. I've been friends with many Canadians that are super based and super awesome. So I know they're out there. Man. They already changed to no more tyrants to not offend places with monarchies. It's not a joke. Wow, that's so funny. Is it true Alberta is actually succeeding? Wow, if that's true, Canada is fucked. Literally, Canada will not be able to function if Alberta leaves. Isn't that where isn't that where the oil fields are? Oh wait, no, is it British Columbia? Hold on, let me see. Let me go to Google Maps. Maps.google. Okay. Let's take a look see. Yeah. Yeah. Alberta's where all the gas is, right? So wait, I thought that this is where the gas is, right? This is where all the gas oil fields are and shit. Okay, so Alberta basically subsidizes Quebec because they don't make any money. Alberta has all the oil, most of it. Okay, I thought so. Oil sands Alberta. Yeah. I love that would be so awesome if Alberta joins America. Oh, that'd be so badass. Well, Canada would fall. Canada wouldn't be able to support itself, and America would just become like the strongest country on the planet. I mean, it already is, but like, let's be real. uh, Ontario. What does Ontario make money from? Fallout timeline is coming true. Oh man, Alberta already sent an ambassador to negotiate with Trump. Oh shit, no joke, really? Oh shit. Ontario is the financial and manufacturing base. Oh, okay. Ontario makes money from everyone. That's what I thought. I thought. Oh no, I know Quebec. Quebec is. I, I have to preface this with my limited knowledge of Canadian government. Okay, it's limited. I heard Quebec was gay. I heard that too, Salt. I heard that as well. Yeah. You're not alone there. Ontario has factories mostly making shitty booze. They make Quebec makes fine cheese. Jeez. Ryan Hinner for one says it's scary how good that drone is when you remember that people are arming them and using them to hunt planes, trains, and automobiles, and more often people. That's crazy. I didn't even think about that. I mean, I don't know how much weight this can support, but I do know that my other drone connects to satellites for like GPS, and I can fly it for like 4 miles. I think it's like 7 miles. Like 7 miles away from where I'm at. Like that's insane. That's crazy. 7 miles because of GPS. It just keeps going. It's just crazy. Yeah. Anyway, I don't think this thing can carry any weight, but that's far. I know. Yeah. Crazy, right? Probably why they're banned in Egypt. Yeah, I mean, I Egypt is probably one of the biggest tourist locations on the planet. One of at least, and everyone probably has drones nowadays. And if drones were allowed, dude, the pyramid would be buzzing with drones all the time, right? I mean, let me see. How many tourists do you think go through Egypt every year? Don't look it up. I'm looking it up right now. Take a guess. How many do you think? I don't know how many. I haven't looked yet. Let me see. I'm gonna guess at least. I think at least 1 million. 60 million? Wow, really? 10 million? V6 Neon says 500K, 4 million, 120K, 6 million. Okay. All right, let me see. Wow, I was way off. Holy shit. In 2024, Egypt recorded 15.7 million. So V6 was actually pretty close with 10 million. All right. 15 million tourists a year. And guess what? All of them want to see the Great Pyramids, right? So 15 million people. Let's say there's some families, right? All right, couples. Okay, so let's be conservative. All right, 8 million people, right? 8 million groups. All right. Let's say all of them have a drone. You can see why drones are not allowed, right? I get it. I rolled a one with that guess. Yeah, you did. Speaking of rolling, where are my oh, I have them over here. All right, I'm doing it. 20-sided. Good luck, have fun. It's for absolutely nothing. All right. The dice has been rolled. It is a 20-sided. It's the old metal ones. Adam, did you get your Final Fantasy cards? No. Oh, Jose, you got me the freaking the starter pack, right? Let me check my orders. On Throne. Oh, it credited me the money and it's in Throne. Oh, I have to order it myself? What? That's never happened before. Okay, I guess I have to order it. Well, shit, is it still available? Final Fantasy MTG. Oh, here it is. Okay. Nice. German. Wait, no, no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. English. Oh, cool. Yeah, all right. All right, I'm gonna get it. Thank you, Jose. Did it sell out? No, there. I mean, I hope it doesn't sell. I'm not gonna like do the purchase right now, but they're still available. Yeah, the that one right there is the base kit. The commander packs all sold out, which sucks because I really wanted to get the Final Fantasy VII one, but my father-in-law went to the Final Fantasy pre-release. I had tickets to go to the pre-release in a different city, but our babysitter wasn't available. Nishra was going to go with me, unfortunately. So I wasn't able to go, which is really sad. But that's okay. Whatever. Wait, didn't I get a booster pack too? Hold on. Yeah, Crazed Corgi. Ordered February 20th, and it's still processing. I never got it. What? All right, I'm gonna deal with this later. I'm not gonna deal with it right now. Yeah, I never. Who sent me that one? Oh, yeah, Crazed Corgi. I don't know. That's weird. It says ordered, but I've never gotten it. But it just came out. But it said it was ordered on the 20th of February, and that's when Jose also got me the but that pack. But it just credited it because now it's available, which is odd because you would think that it would just purchase it for me, but now I'm gonna have to anyway. Again. Whatevs. I chose my skates over a booster box. Well, based on your how exhausted you were when you, or at least your health, clearly you made the right choice. So is that the pre-order or the post-order? It was the pre-order price. So unfortunately, it's a little bit more now, but that's fine. Jose did the grunt work. You know what I mean? Yeah. Maybe I'll record me and Nisha playing it. Trump has asked the Situation Room to be prepared as he returns to Washington, according to V6 Neon. Oh, Jesus. Fucking World War III, man. Maybe not. Hopefully it's just over and done with. You know, I hate it, man. All this, it's the citizens always just take the worst of it, you know? Sucks. Stoddard and Craig interview when? I never thought about it. Has he never been on my channel? Huh. Hmm. Huh. Hmm. Huh. I'm just picturing that Trump meme, you know what I mean? All right. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you for hanging out with me. How do you find these interviewees, Adam? Good. Yeah. I mean, BX has been on the show multiple times now. She's great. Akira the Don is freaking cool, man. I thoroughly enjoyed him. I like his music. I like his energy. Cool dude. Definitely want to have him back on. Yeah. Yeah, but I bet. How have you guys been enjoying them? Are they good? What number? Oh shit! I never said that. All right, let me see if anyone won. Okay. Greasus guessed multiple numbers. Greasus, you guessed multiple numbers. One of them happened to be right, but I don't know. Chat, do I give it to him? I don't know. You stick with your first one? Okay, no one got it. Let me see who was closest then. Besides Greasus, because he cheated. Okay, who was closest? I believe it is Switchblade with his guess of 3. And also V6 Neon over on Rumble also guessed 3. And it was 1. It was 1, yeah. So congratulations, all right, to you two. You guys both just won absolutely nothing. I like it. We got winners on both sides of the aisle right now, which is great over on Rumble and YouTube, which is cool. Yeah. I like the trolls that came to watch Becca. Or BX. Yeah. Were they? I didn't even notice. Well, it's hard for me to really pay attention to chat when I am interviewing. Well, I mean, I just can't. It's very difficult because you got to pay attention when you're talking to people. So yeah, it's only really when near the end when I'm starting doing super chats. I felt so. Akira's like, man, you did an abrupt end. Normally you want to talk about super chats, and I'm like, I read them already. In my head, I'm like, man, most shows have. I'm not knocking you guys. I just was like, damn. Anyway, thanks for being here, guys. I do appreciate you guys a lot. I really appreciate that I have people that will show up for me. I mean that. So thank you very much. And I'll see you tomorrow. I think tomorrow might be my last show for the week. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. No, I mean that though, because I'm leaving Wednesday for Midsummer. We're gonna be driving to her parents to celebrate Midsummer, and so maybe I'll have a jam night tomorrow. Tuesday night jam night. What do you guys think? Do you care? How's that sound? All right. Anyway, you guys are the best. I'll see you next time.